Hey everyone, in this video we will see how to create super user, database and use admin side. So let's begin. I am using VS Code and it has its own terminal which is very convenient to use. You can open terminal from here. Make sure you have selected default shell as a command prompt. To run the environment for Windows, type path of activator. The shortcut is to drag activator in terminal. And see, the environment has been activated. So let's go in a demo project folder where we can find manage.py. This is one of the important files in Django. Using this file you can run the server, you can migrate database, create super user and many more. So first we will run the application with run server command. Type /admin and enter. It's a goodness of Django that it provides you so many things which makes your life easier. So this is the admin interface provided by Django. To use this we need to create user first. Ctrl C to break. First we will migrate the project. Then create super user. Now we will run the project. Go to admin page and log in. Awesome! Django has provided us this beautiful interface and also inbuilt group and users tables. Here you can add new users. Now we will see how to add your own tables. One of the powerful features of Django is ORM, Object Relational Mapper, which enables you to interact with your database. So we'll create our first table in models.py. Our table name will be location and it will have two columns, ID and value. In admin.py, register the model so that we can access the model from Django admin side. Also add the name of application in settings.py. Install application. Save the files and run make migration commands. You can also provide description of what changes you made in database. It is an optional, but it is a good practice. The new model has been created. Here you can see the migration file with the description we have provided. Now run migrate command. So we are done with creating table. Let's run the project. So this is the name of our application under which location table is present. Here we can add location. Now we will see where our database file is located. So by default, Django automatically creates SQLite database for your project. It also supports databases like PostgreSQL, MySQL, Oracle. If you want to see how your database tables look like, then there are several SQLite viewer on the internet. Go to the Google, type SQLite DB online. Here is the location table present. Let's query on it. Now we have made changes in our database. This won't reflect in our application. You have to override this file with the existing one. However, we actually don't require this tool because all SQL operation we will be doing via Django only. We can delete the same from Django admin. Here you can see Django also stores the action we have performed. You can create a groups for a user and restrict the access. Isn't that awesome? So with this, I will end my video here. I hope you will explore further, and in the next video, I'll show you what is REST API and how to implement it. Stay tuned. Bye. Have a nice day.